I have to say that Dr. Sanjay Gupta, who is with CNN, has stirred up a whole different sort of NDE, or life after life, or life after death communication. And I like to share with you my own experience, first and foremost the experience my custodial father, the father to this body, had. He was, in 1971, he was declared dead. He was deceased, as they said. And since there was a law in Holland that they needed the next of kin to sign the release form, he was hooked up at artificial equipment, and they could not unhook the artificial life-giving support equipment, as they said, until a next of kin was found and came forward to sign the document. Well, for 7 days he was there, declared dead by the various specialists and the various practitioners of medicine in Holland. And this took place in a hospital, in a university hospital in Amsterdam, Holland. What I have to share with you will maybe raise the thought of death, near deaths, and experiences. He was definitely declared dead, and as they said, there was no pulse. He was brain dead, and he did lay there in his bed and for 7 days. When they were going to unhook the equipment and take him off the support, he came back from wherever he was and said to them, "No, no, 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 you can't do that. She is coming, and I am waiting for her to come from Canada." And the shock of their life, here was a man whose documents had been signed and who was declared deceased, after 7 days re-entered his body and was then, of course, declared alive again. And this is a documented case in the Netherlands. But what is not, of course, known and documented, because the medical profession is still very, very narrow-minded on the concept of life after death. I think life after death, dead body, when the soul, the spirit, has disconnected with the mind, the brain, and the body, and is free. Now, when I had many of you ask me so many questions over the years, and also the Vancouver newspaper, The Province, did 3 full pages on this account, because this was a witness account of another gentleman whom I had counseled before he was passing out of his body, and made this passing out of his body a joyous instead of a tragic and sad experience. My father recounted where he went after he had left the body, and the studies that came from it are just absolutely amazing. Because what he told was not that he saw his mom, his dad, his grandfather, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. He described a place where he physically had not been, and that would be quite difficult to do for him, since he was a person who traveled a lot. And he told a place here up on earth where not many people go, high in the Himalayas, and described the place which later was confirmed by one of my dear Lama friends. Now, when people say when you die there is brain death and there's this, that and the other, he gave perfect accounts of what was taking place in the room when he was declared dead, what went on in the room. He also gave moment-to-moment account of conversations that were held in the office, in the hospital, by the medical staff. And he gave also accounts, because he was very fond of Queen Sita, her family, how he went there and was there and spent time with his lovely friends there. And he also gave accounts that were irrefutable, because he had never been physically to visit me here in Canada, how he was in Canada and where I lived, described my children and their school, and the car I drove. Now, my father hadn't seen me for many years because he was a traveler, and I, as a teacher, of course, traveled a lot as well. So there is this account. Now, when we look about people who fall through the ice or fall in ice-cold water, and then they are declared dead, this many times a gross mistake, because ice-cold water and ice act like cryonics. And how many people out there here upon the planet have done this very, very expensive procedure from before just that they would die and vacate the body, then went and had themselves put into a cryonic state to wait for later research and other things so they could be reactivated. And as I did hear from some people in the medical profession in the United States, there are quite a few people who have been set up in the cryonic way. Life after that, as I can give you my own medically registered research account at the age of 9, my body was declared dead, was ready to be wheeled to the morgue. As I returned to the body, and no, I didn't describe any whatever hullabaloos, because I already before that incident had been declared dead at various occasions. Also at the time of the birth of this body also was declared dead, was signed and sealed, the document. And this was at 9 o'clock at night, and I returned to the body at 9 in the morning. So let me tell you that for you who are out there, this is a very important thing, that the medical profession does not make mistakes. Some go into a deep somnambulistic state and are capable to leave the body and go elsewhere, as some of the yogis in India have many times shown to humanity. So I will come back to this life after life some other time again, but I am telling you, do not fear death, because there really is no death. What you should fear is how you live and what you do every day with your kindness or your unkindness, with your criminality or with your goodness. Remember, the soul writes and keeps track of all your day-to-day actions. And with this, many blessings to you.